Hello, dear friends, dear subscribers. Thank you so much for your support thus far. It is because of you that this YouTube channel exists. We are indeed grateful that you are part of the BMIK TV community. For those that are coming here for the first time, this is Dr. Brian Myler, medical doctor by profession, specialized in psychiatry, and I am actually your host here at the BMIK TV, where we share various opportunities in terms of scholarships and career, prospects that one can actually take advantage of in different parts of the world. And so if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, friends, please hit that subscribe button and select all notification by hitting that bell icon once you've done that, so that each time we upload videos of this nature, you will be amongst the first few to be notified. And that way, friends, will be encouraging us to continue doing the work that we are already doing. And so, friends, today I would like to talk to you about scholarships that are available in New Zealand. And so the government of New Zealand is offering scholarships to international applicants. And so we are basically focusing on the Manaaki New Zealand Scholarships. So you can actually see that we are on the website for the New Zealand scholarships that are actually being given by the New Zealand government. Now, you can actually note that here there are 4 different scholarships. So yeah, they have been listed here, and it is highlighted on this website that New Zealand offers scholarships to eligible citizens from developing countries to study abroad at a New Zealand education institution or university, or at a Pacific university. The New Zealand government offers these Manaaki New Zealand scholarships. Different scholarships here highlighted, friends, but my focus in this particular video is going to be on the scholarships for undergraduate and postgraduate studies. Those individuals that are interested to study a bachelor's degree, master's, as well as PhD. And so these are full tertiary scholarships for eligible international students to study full-time at a New Zealand education institution or a Pacific university. So if we click on these, friends, you'll see that we'll be taken to the international tertiary scholarships, and there are different steps that have been highlighted here, about 8 different steps that you have to go through, even as you begin to look initially at the eligibility countries, the eligibility criteria, the research study subjects that have been highlighted of interest depending on the region where you come from, the research available courses depending on the university that have been highlighted, because they have actually highlighted different universities that you can actually explore even as you apply for this particular scholarship, because you are expected to actually list the university of interest even as you apply for this particular scholarship. So basically, you do a research in the university, in the different universities, and then select one of your choice. And then you basically go through the how to apply for the scholarship, because in this particular scholarship, what is supposed to happen is that you first of all have to determine your eligibility criteria, then you apply for the scholarship, and then you will go through the selection process where you will be nominated as a preferred candidate, and then after that you are given a go-ahead to actually apply to the university of your interest, which you had listed in your scholarship application. And then once you receive admission from the university, you will also accept the scholarship so that you can proceed on to studying at New Zealand. So basically those are the different steps. Now, before we come back to looking at each of these step step-by-step application process. I would like, first of all, for us to highlight what one is entitled to if they scoop this particular scholarship. So you can see on here, friends, that if you scoop the scholarship to study in New Zealand, you will have these different things covered. From 2.1 here, they say that travel from your closest home departure port, air, sea, or bus terminal to the city of an international airport in your home country nominated by the Minister of Foreign Affairs Trade will be covered. And you'll be basically traveling under the standard economic class air ticket for you. And so this will be the most economical air travel route between an international airport in your home country, nominated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and an airport in New Zealand close to the education institution where you'll be doing your studies. And so in addition to that, friends, you will receive airport reception and accommodation on arrival, and you will be receiving an established allowance on a weekly basis, that is a weekly living supplement, to contribute towards basic living expenses for the duration of your scholarship. The full cost of tuition fees, friends, will be covered. And so in addition to that, once you have completed your studies, friends, they will cover your travel expenses. And while it's on the scholarship, friends, the scholarship is going to cover insurance, which includes healthcare and travel cover. And in the case of PhD students, for PhD students and master students, where research comprises 120 credits or more of the master's program, and as authorized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, a research and thesis allowance and provision for overseas field work travel to the home country will be given if relevant. Travel under standard economic class air ticket from New Zealand to the city of an international airport in your home country, nominated by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade. So basically, travel from the city of an international airport in your home country, nominated by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to the closest home departure port will also be provided. So these are the things that, you know, the one who is going to scoop this particular scholarship will be entitled. So what we see here, friends, is that this scholarship is fully funded. It's, you know, covers all the expenses. So you will not have to move a muscle as far as finances are concerned. Now, let's go into the step-by-step application. So in the step-by-step application, friends, you can see from here that they highlight on the website that the selection for 2023 application portal is anticipated to open in February 2023. And so as we do this particular video, this, you know, scholarship portal is not yet open, but it will be opening in February 2023 for study in 2024. Applications will be accepted from scholars in eligible countries across the Pacific, Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. But then you will have to make sure you establish your eligibility first in terms of country and in terms of yourself. And so to start, friends, let's begin looking into these different steps. So if you are to look at this, we are going to begin looking at check the eligible countries. So which countries are eligible for this particular scholarship? So you can see from here that Manaaki New Zealand scholarships are available to citizens from eligible countries. If your country is not on the list, then the New Zealand government does not offer any academic scholarships to you. And so countries are coming from these different regions. So if you click on this, you can find that for the Pacific countries, there is option 1 where one has to study in New Zealand itself, and these are the different countries that are eligible. And then You can see that the scholarship covers undergraduate, postgraduate certificate, postgraduate diploma, master's degree, as well as PhD. And it is highlighted here that there's option 2, where an individual can actually opt to study at a Pacific university. And the countries that are eligible are highlighted here. Again, these are the different levels of study. Yeah, now for Asian countries, you can see that these are the eligible countries that have been highlighted here. Nepal, Vietnam, Myanmar, Mongolia, Malaysia, and a few additional countries here. For African countries, these are the different countries that have been highlighted from Sub-Saharan Africa and a few from North Africa as well. So you can see if you are on this list that I'm highlighting here, Caribbean countries there, then Latin American countries, and then there are some Commonwealth countries. So they're saying here, as a result of COVID-19, we regret to advise that no tertiary scholarships are available for the Commonwealth for the 2023 selection round. So these are the countries that have been highlighted. Now, friends, you may need to move a step further by checking your eligibility criteria, that is at the personal level. So in terms of determining your eligibility criteria, you want to determine which country you hold citizenship in, how long you have been living in your home country, how much work experience you have, and whether we provide scholarships to your country. So basically, these are things that you want to look at. So basically, the additional highlight is given here. You see that you need to look at the work experience requirement for scholars. So this is something that you can actually do at your own time. Then you need to look at scholars must contribute to their country's development. So whatever it is that you're going to be doing is basically that you should be contributing to your country's development, and you should be looking to doing much more when you return, even after completing your program in New Zealand. Academic and English requirements for scholars. This is something you can go through at your own time, and then you need to meet the COVID-19 requirements for New Zealand, and then immigration and visa requirements for you as a scholar. And even if you are going to be having your family accompany you, they also may need to meet immigration and visa requirement. But one thing that I thought I highlight is the age requirement for scholars. So what this scholarship requires is that if you are going to be applying to the Manaaki New Zealand Scholarship, you must be 18 years old or older when you start your scholarship. So this means if you are 17 years of age when you apply, you must have your 18th birthday before you start your scholarship in semester 1. Exception for Samoa applicants applying for the Samoa Foundation intake can be 17 years of age when they commence their scholarship. So that's the only exception. Then there's no upper age limit for applicants according to them. However, they have a preference for people that they should be under 40 years of age, if they are going to be, participating in this scholarship. So this does not mean that anyone above the age of 40 should not apply. So what they're saying is that they just have a preference for those below the age of 40. But you can still apply even if you are 40 years and above. The next thing, friends, that you need to do is look at the research subjects that are specific to each region. So they highlight here that they suggest you research your proposed field of study, and this should relate to one of the themes that you have to, pursue that are specific to the region where you're coming from. So on the application form, you need to describe how your preferred courses relate to one of the recommended study subjects. These are called sectors on the form. So describe the skills and knowledge you want to gain from your preferred courses. Describe how these skills and knowledge are important to your country's development. Applicants who apply to study courses outside of the recommended subjects may be considered, however, if they can provide compelling evidence for the developmental relevance to their home country. Please note that applications that do not strongly align with our recommended subjects are highly unlikely to be considered. So that is something that you have to take note. For example, if you click on the Pacific region, if you're from that region, you will see that they have specific subject for each of the countries. So like Fiji, they have those different topics or themes that you should be looking at. That's Fiji there. So you can see the different themes. Then, Papua New Guinea there. So you can actually do this on your own to look at some of the themes that relate to your country or to your region. And then for Asian students, if you're from Asia and, let's say you're from Nepal, so you find that you have these areas of interest that they have been proposed. If you're from the Philippines, these are the different themes, but these again, friends, you can look at them at your own time. If you're from Vietnam, you have those different themes which you can look at your own time. I'll leave the link to the website so that you can actually look through these things at your own time. Yeah, if you are from, let's say you're from Thailand. So you're from Thailand, these are the different themes that you should be focusing on. So justify how the courses you want to study relate to the themes highlighted. So if you're from Africa, again, you can see these are the different themes for Africa. So you look at these, and see how the courses you want to study relate to this. So these, friends, you can do at your own time. And the other thing is you need to research the available courses, So here they highlight that applicants should carefully research each approved education institution and their course catalog. You should research an education institution that suits your academic and personal needs, a qualification at the level of study available for your country, a qualification that progresses on from your highest qualification. So there has to be a progression from your current highest qualification to the next, which you want to basically study. So you can choose from these New Zealand education institutions. So these are 11 approved education institutions at which Manaaki New Zealand scholars can study. So 8 universities and 3 institutes of technology. So QS World University Rankings ranks New Zealand universities in the top 3%. New Zealand universities rank in the world's top 100 in over 30 subjects. So these are the different universities from which you can select. So you can click on each of them and research the subject areas that they provide so that you can, make an informed decision of which university you can, pick from these 8 universities and which of the Institute of Technology you can pick from these 3 Institute of Technology. So this is something you can do at your own time. And then now, how can you apply for the scholarship? So basically, you will see from here that when you open this link, the 2023 Tertiary Manaaki New Zealand Scholarship Application Portal will open midnight 1st February 2023 and close midday 28th February 2023 for all eligible countries and regions. So by the time we are doing this particular video, the scholarship portal is not yet open. And so this gives you time, friends, to begin preparations and look out to actually take advantage of this scholarship opportunity so that you can jump on it while its time still lasts. Don't wait until the deadlines. You can begin immediately you see that the application portal has actually opened. So please see the application opening and closing date for further information. So now, if you say you are from an African country, okay, let's say from an African country. So, and then you want to sort of like apply. So citizens from eligible African countries who want to study in New Zealand can apply for Manaaki Scholarship online here. So you click there, okay, on the how to apply. Okay, so it brings you here to this page, and you will see that it has two streams. That is, if you're applying for this scholarship again, or if you are a first-time applicant, okay? Or if you are a first-time applicant. So there are some steps that you need to follow here. So if you are applying again, first of all, you are advised to reset your password. Then you confirm your eligibility, and then complete and submit your application before the closing date. Now, if you are a new applicant, you first of all have to confirm your eligibility. And I'll show you how to do that. Then step 2, register for a Manaaki New Zealand Scholarship account, and then set password for your Manaaki New Zealand Scholarship account, complete and submit your application before the closing date. Then that is basically what you need to do. So let's see how can we do that online eligibility check. So we want to do the online eligibility check, friends. Let's see. Okay, so you'll be brought to a website such as this. So let's say I am from Zambia, okay? Sorry about that. So we'll share that screen back again. All right, yeah. So let's say you're from Zambia, okay? From Zambia. So you put Zambia, then you put the date of birth. So if I put date, maybe let me put 23/09/1988. Then say next. So when you say next, then you will have to answer some of these questions. Are you a citizen of Zambia? Yes. And then, are you a citizen or permanent resident of any of these countries? No. And then on the 31st of December 2023, will Zambia have been, many countries have been living in for the last 2 years or more? So you say yes. On 31 March 2023, will you have completed work experience more than 12 months or 24 months part-time work? You say yes. And are you currently serving in the military? No, depends on whether you're serving or not. And then if you have previously received a Manaaki New Zealand scholarship, do any of the circumstances listed below apply to you? You have had a New Zealand scholarship terminated within the last 5 years because of academic performance, terminated on conduct grounds and things like that. So these do not apply to me. So I'll simply say no, and then I will confirm. So then I'll check my eligibility for this. So you will see that I am actually eligible to apply for a New Zealand scholarship. And I have been given the eligibility code. So I have to copy this code, and if anything, I can send this code to myself by email. So I just type my email there. So I can type my email there and then send this code to myself. And then from there, I will need that particular code as I registered on the New Zealand Scholarship portal. So you will need this code when you register to apply for a New Zealand scholarship, so then I can click register. Okay, can click register. So it will take me to the portal where I have to register. So I put my email there and then I click check email. Then I'll go to my email and then I'll start the registration process and then follow through all the steps that have been highlighted in the previous page here, in this previous page, which you can look at, friends, at your own time. So now, after you have completed your application, you have registered on the portal, then you have completed your application, you have even selected your preferred university or your preferred institute of technology, then you begin waiting for the selection process. And so that is how now you are brought to how do we select scholars. So in terms of selecting scholars, you go through a series of steps, which includes screening of applicants, advising you on decisions, okay, then assessing applicants in more details, and then you being asked to do psychometric testing, and then advising you on their decision. So we email applicants to advise them if they will continue to the interview stage. And then you prove your English competence or increase English provisions, and then you go through the interview, stage. So each applicant will be interviewed at a New Zealand embassy, New Zealand High Commission, or a third-party location in the applicant's own country, or by phone or online through video conferences like Skype. Interviews take place typically in May or July. For further information, you can visit here on how to prepare for your scholarship interview. So these are the things that you can go through at your own time. And then after that, they advise you of the decision. So we email you, the applicant, to advise them if they are a preferred candidate. So they tell you whether you are a preferred candidate or you are a candidate on the reserve list, or if your application has been unsuccessful. So now, if you are a candidate who has been advised as a preferred candidate, what should you do? So preferred candidates apply for admission to their preferred courses and apply for a student visa. So that means then you probably will be on your way to waiting for your admission letter and confirmation of the scholarship, application of the visa, and eventually finding yourself as a student in New Zealand. So in terms of guidelines on how they select applicants, so they highlight here that you need to have a strong academic ability, you need to show commitment to the social and economic development of your country. You need to be 39 years or younger when the scholarship starts. But again, this doesn't mean that if you are 40 or above, you cannot apply. You may need to convince the selection committee that you really deserve to be selected. So you need to, they want to encourage positive relations with New Zealand. So you must be one who would want to encourage positive relations with New Zealand now and in the future. You must be seeking to undertake a qualification that progresses on from your current highest qualification. So that is how they will eventually select. So you can look through all this, information at your own time, friends. So this is basically the scholarship opportunity that covers undergraduate as well as postgraduate for you, friends. So if you click on this on preferred candidates, what to do. So basically they highlight what you're supposed to do. So they basically make first contact with you, then you apply for admission to your preferred education institution, then you get an offer letter for a place, then they send you a scholarship letter, and then you accept the scholarship offer within 14 days. And then after that, you fulfill the obligations of your scholarship. So apply for a visa and land in New Zealand as a student that will be sponsored through the Manaaki New Zealand Scholarship International Tertiary Student. And so, friends, if you did like this particular video, friends, please give this video that thumbs up, like this video, and share it with others so that we can beat the YouTube algorithm. The video can be shared with a lot more people on YouTube who may be like-minded as you, looking for opportunities such as this one. This, friends, is a hot cake. It actually covers, fully funded undergraduate program, covers fully funded postgraduate programs in terms of masters and PhD. So you do not want to miss out on this particular scholarship opportunity when it opens for application on the 1st of February 2023. And remember, it closes within the month of February towards the month end. And so you do not want to wait until the month end of February to apply. Once it opens on February 1st, begin that application process. And we have guided you on the step-by-step application, how to go about it. And so you will basically do well to jump on this particular opportunity, take advantage of it. Who knows, very soon we may be celebrating your success here on the BMIK TV. And just in case, friends, you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And that way, friends, you'll be encouraging us to continue sharing more opportunities of this nature. And once you've done that, friends, go a step further, hit that notification bell, selecting all notifications so that future videos are uploaded and you are amongst the first few to be notified of those particular opportunities. And so, friends, if you do have any questions regarding these particular videos, and if there are any interesting opportunities you would like us to really talk about on our video, you would do well to comment within one of our videos in the comment section, and we'll be happy to look into those requests. For now, friends, I would like to simply say thank you very much for watching this particular video, and I would like to encourage you, friends, to please continue looking for opportunities. Never say never, because I believe there is something out there for you, and probably one day you will find your right opportunity, the opportunity that suits your needs. And for now, I would like to simply say bye-bye until we meet next in another video. Thank you so much.